purple boats actually on the scene, and I think she'd be very taken by that purple boat. It is very eye-catching, isn't it, Emma? We need more of this. Maybe she started something here. Everybody's going to go purple for us.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got the purple boat of France, Charvet, in the middle there. Charlotte Henshaw just showing her experience and coming out of the bucket because she's not happy with the line that her boat has got. So with the slight crosswind here, you're going to see an impact on the paddlers from the left and the right.
Hello. What's happened here? Goodness me.
Not sure what's happened there, but the buckets appeared to drop and 3 people thought they were away. So there's going to be a slight delay here as we get those big boats back to the start line and the buckets back up. But it looks like everybody was taken by surprise by that start. But Charlotte looking very calm and relaxed.
Charlotte looking across and saying, "What are you guys doing? What's happened here? You meant to wait till the starter says go and the buckets drop." So she's given them all a bit of a ticking off, as is her right, Emma Wiggs, being one of the senior stateswomen of this event. It is well within her right to look across and say, "Hey, guys, sort yourselves out here." That was a very strange going on, though. It'd be interesting to see if they give a couple of false starts for that. But
well,
I don't know. Did all the buckets go down?
No, they didn't. I think that. So look at Hope. Hope's there saying, "Hang on a minute,
no.
my bucket didn't drop." So I'm hoping that. I can see bubbles.
No.
Oh no, I can see bubbles. So that could be the curse of 200-meter buckets.
So yesterday we had a problem. Yesterday it was lane 3. We had a couple of cantankerous buckets. Well, in fact, it was only lane 3. It was in a very bad mood yesterday and would do nothing that it was meant to do. And it delayed racing by quite some time. And you could see Hope Gordon there, like the buckets were meant to drop, and she put her hand in the air and said, "What's going on here? Mine hasn't dropped." And so obviously they couldn't start then. So now they're just giving it a bit of a test. I think the bubbles have gone, have they? I think the bubbles have gone, but are all the buckets up though, Emma? Can you see how good your eyes? Your eyes are much younger than my eyes.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
All the buckets are.
I'm not sure whether we're missing one in the middle in lane 6 there, but let's hope that they've got it all sorted. But that does explain why 3 boats shot out ahead of the rest of the field, because the others were all held in their buckets which hadn't dropped. So I'm sure they've tested it, and I'm sure we will get away this time. It does give your body an absolute shock when your bucket doesn't drop and all of that power. But they're away now, so that's fantastic. Got away in the women's VL3 final, and they're off and running. Hope looking like a strong start. She's chasing down Charlotte at the top of the field. It's Charlotte and Hope from Great Britain, neck and neck at the minute. Henshaw with that usual slow stroke, getting all her weight on that paddle. Hope Gordon just coming past her, looking incredibly strong, looking like she's having a fantastic race. Can she hold it on to the finish? She's just about half a boat length up on Charlotte at the minute. So that's a fantastic run by Hope. What an athlete, looking like she's moving that boat. Will Charlotte come back? Never discount Charlotte Henshaw. She is coming back at Hope as they come down towards the finish. In 3rd place, I think it is the French Charvet, just going to literally hold on to 3rd, although she's going wonky. I think this might be the end of her race and she might come out of her lane. Hope Gordon coming in for the win. Hope Gordon to win. Charlotte Henshaw 2nd, and 3rd is going to be a photo, but I think it might have gone to Jimenez, possibly in lane 4. I'm not sure whether the French athlete came out of her lane, Ross. I think the TV screen's given it to the French athlete, but I'm not sure whether she went out of her lane. Brilliant effort by Hope.
Even if she didn't go out of her lane, I don't think she finished 3rd. But what a performance! And you can tell us in just a moment how many times Hope Gordon has beaten Charlotte Henshaw, how many times Charlotte Henshaw has been beaten in major international races. But Hope Gordon, she was on a mission, and she jumped the start, went out very early, and really opened up a surprising distance between herself and Charlotte Henshaw, and just held on there till the finish. Look at this, within a couple of strokes, you can see there, Hope Gordon had got a really good start, and Charlotte Henshaw was struggling a little bit. The French paddler Charvet was up there early in the eye-catching purple boat, but then her direction went a little bit off kilter, which took a bit of the pressure off. I don't think Charvet has held on for 3rd. but we'll wait and see. Or maybe she has. Let's have a look. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm going to say, just for the fact that it's a purple boat, I'm going to give her third.
Okay, well, you called it, Ross.
Yeah.
I think Hope and Charlotte always have close battles, but that's a fantastic run by Hope. I'm absolutely delighted for her. She really looked like she just didn't lose any speed across that whole 200. She was the world champion in 2023, but she got the silver behind Charlotte in a tight race in Paris. So those two are always going to be each other's best weapon, I think, to be getting faster and to be staying ahead of the rest of the world. So fantastic to see both of them on the podium again for Great Britain. And I think you might be right. I think we'll wait for official confirmation. But I think the purple boat, Elise's favourite boat colour, has probably just nicked her the bronze medal. So she did incredibly well to stay in that lane, because I thought from where I was looking, she was heading out at speed from her lane. So let's wait for official confirmation. And then we've just got one race left in this exciting morning.
I can tell you it's obviously close because we haven't had official confirmation yet. So they have had to go for the extra large magnifying glass. We've got a couple of magnifying glasses. One is your stock standard bog ordinary magnifying glass that you can just find at any old op shop. But then we've got the really big expensive jobby that it's like gold plated, does all these wonderful things, and that's the one they're ripping out to have a look at this photo finish. And let's have them.
Joint third. Joint third. They've given two.
Heat.
Yeah, that's fantastic, isn't it? We couldn't necessarily call it, and they've agreed with